अस्सलाम वालेकुम। बहुत से एक्टर्स मुझसे कहते हैं कि वो बहुत से रोल्स इसलिए करते हैं क्योंकि वो उनकी मजबूरी होती है। वो रोती हुई बहू या जालिम सास या मारता हुआ मियाँ का रोल इसलिए करते हैं बिकॉज दोज आर द ओनली रोल्स दैट आर यूजुअली अवेलेबल इन टीवी ड्रामास। उससे उन्हें फ़ायदा भी होता है, दे गेट मनी, दे गेट फेम, दोज ड्रामास टेंड टू ट्रेंड ऑल्सो, सो देयर इज दैट रश दैट दे गेट। बहुत कम है जो इतने ब्रेव होते हैं, दे टेक अ स्टेप बैक एंड डिसाइड टू सेट असाइड द फेम एंड फॉर्च्यून और शायद उस रोल का इंतज़ार करें जो कभी कभी आए लेकिन जो एक्साइटिंग हो, जो एडवेंचरस हो। उनमें से एक एक्टर सरवत गिलानी है। व्हाट मेड हर सेट असाइड फेम एंड फॉर्च्यून एंड वेट फॉर द unique roles that come maybe once a year, once in 2 years, and what makes her tick? First, Sarwat, thank you for meeting me. What makes you tick? What makes you decide to leave everything and do a role? And you've done sad role, you've done the sad bahu a lot, right? What made you decide to suddenly say enough?
20 years of career, Malia.
20 years of sad bahu roles.
20 years of mazloom se sakti bhi aurat. I just felt, Malia, that there comes a point where you need to stop doing it for the money and you need to start doing it for the soul. तो वो soulfulness नहीं आ रही थी, and I felt that it was just by chance. I feel that when I did Khasara, that was my last television
which was
play,
good,
which was a very headstrong woman.
Yes, it was
rich,
a powerful role,
very powerful role. So I felt like this is the kind of stuff that should be there all the time. But unfortunately, that's not the case. And I'll tell you why I quit. Was because I started participating in causes which were which had very powerful women, which required me to be powerful, me to stand up for a cause, me to raise a voice for another woman. And I felt like I will not do justice if I go back to playing the Mazloom Se Sakti Bhi Aurat after raising a voice, standing in the middle of the road.
So you felt a social responsibility?
I did.
Hey?
I did. For raising a voice and then also not representing weak women. I think my responsibility more so came from that. That Pakistan में बहुत सारी amazing, unbelievable ख़वातीन हैं. हम उनके बारे में कहानियाँ क्यों नहीं बताते? वो भी तो हमारी ख़वातीन हैं. So it's time to change that. तो वो ट्रैक तो उधर से चेंज नहीं हुआ, तो मैंने अपना ट्रैक चेंज कर लिया.
Before you came here, I was thinking about the roles that you've done recently, और मैं सोच रही थी कि अगर सरवत इस वक्त फाइनेंशियली सिक्योर ना होती तो क्या वो इतनी ही सिलेक्टिव होती, इतनी ही इंतज़ार कर लेती एक डिफरेंट रोल के लिए, या फिर शायद बाकी एक्टर्स की तरह आप भी साल के 3 ड्रामे करना चाहती?
Right, even when I was not financially secure, I would still be that selective because I had other avenues like art. So I would make paintings and sell paintings.
So you'd still have a second revenue stream. That's what you're saying, right?
Even then.
Something to fall back on.
Yes. And I would tell artists who I saw would struggle with the kind of content that was being offered to them that, hum chid hai, but karna hai, paise kamane. So I would keep telling them that, do something on the side. Do something now, it will be fruitful in 10 years. So
Sarwat, 10 saal, if you've got a home to run, if you've got a certain lifestyle to maintain, even if it's not an extravagant lifestyle, but some basic things like children's education and whatnot, you have to keep earning.
Yes.
I think it must have helped that your husband is this very popular cosmetic surgeon, that you have a strong, financially strong family background.
But I still feel, I'm just not the sort who would succumb to financial debts or go take something on which is not me. I would rather starve as an actor.
And not wear designer clothes? You wear such beautiful designer clothes.
Well, they're my friends. I give them back to them, they're nice like that.
You should keep them. You make them look very good.
I mean, they're just such darling people, all my friends who are designers. I feel it's a waste of money, from where I'm coming. I feel it's a waste of money to spend so much money on clothes, especially when you can borrow and give it back,
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's tough. I will not say that it's easy. It's tough. It was tough then.
अच्छा, but now Churels, कातिल हसीनाओं के नाम, Joyland, 3, and then you did a story reading also, didn't you?
Yaar Jula Hai.
Yes. So and that was very different. I haven't seen it, but I do know that everybody was reading stories and imitating different characters all in one reading. है ना?
Yes, so it was a narration, and I did 2 stories, and
Okay.
yeah,
2 stories.
2 stories, and
All the characters.
I had to read and have an accent for all characters. So one story had 3 characters,
Oh.
one had 7 characters,
Oh.
and it's done like a theatre play, but it's short, hardly breaking for shorts. But it's like a theatre performance. So
And readings are amazing, you know,
they're
they can be so
unbelievable.
impactful.
I felt like for the first time as an actor, somebody really utilized my craft. And I felt like, wow, to play a 80 saal ki budiya and a 12 saal ka ladka,
all through your voice.
all through my voice and my
Yeah.
body
And
language.
your gestures, yes.
Yeah, it was
हाँ.
amazing.
लेकिन सरवत ये बात ये है जैसे कि चुड़ैल्स विच हैज़ बिन टॉक्ड अबाउट एक्सटेंसिवली, फिर भी पाकिस्तान में बहुत से लोगों ने वो नहीं देखा बिकॉज E5 इज़ नॉट एक्सेसिबल टू अस. सेम गोज़ फॉर कातिल हसीनाओं के नाम. जॉयलैंड आई होप कम्स हियर, बट so far we don't know.
It's coming.
Okay, inshallah.
Inshallah.
When I see it, that's when I'll believe it.
Inshallah.
Okay, so I don't have much faith in our censor board and our
Yeah.
cinema, which is it's not fair. But बहुत सी चीज़ें ऐसे ही बैन भी हो जाती हैं हमारे यहाँ. तो doesn't it hurt you कि some of the most recent work that you're very proud of hasn't been seen by the people of your country, your main audience?
I mean, it is sad, but obviously it's sad because a certain sect of people do not appreciate it or do not want it to come out, and they have their own reasons, and we know why. You know, but it's okay. My country has seen 20 years of my
No,
career.
but this is something very different from what you did in all those 20 years.
I think now the other side of the world needs to see my work, and they are. So
Huh.
it doesn't upset me at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel even now when I meet people, अब बहुत सारे तरीके हैं वो सब देखने के भी.
हाँ, देखने जिसका
देख
बहुत
रहे हैं.
शौक है वो देख लेगा,
हाँ, वो
किसी
देख
ना
लेगा
किसी
किसी भी तरह. And I think मेरा ऑडियंस वही है जो शौक रखता है. मेरा ऑडियंस वो नहीं है जो रास्ते पे जा रहे हैं. मेरा ऑडियंस वो तब था जब मैं 20 साल की एक्टिंग.
आपको अभी भी वो ऑडियंस वापस नहीं चाहिए? एक्टर्स को एक चाह नहीं होती कि सब देखें, सबसे मैं शेयर करूं अपने आर्ट को?
मेरा आर्ट और बड़े डिफरेंट डायरेक्शंस में चला गया मलिया, जो शेयर हो रहा है, यू नो, लाइक आर्ट हाउस. बट ये वाला आर्ट ठीक है यार. मेरे इंस्टाग्राम पे उसकी कुछ झलकियाँ अवेलेबल होती हैं. दे कैन सी दैट. और जनरल पब्लिक देखना जो चाह रहा है वो देख रहा है. यू नो, जैसे आपने कहा कि वो अपना कोई भी तरीका ढूंढ के देख लेता है.
And by the way, both these series, Qatil Hasinaon Ke Naam and Churails, were critically acclaimed through
Yeah.
and through. Whoever has seen them has been floored by them. Well, no, sorry, I'd like to correct that. A lot of people have been floored by them. Some people have not. Some people say ये agenda based है. ये पाकिस्तान में गलत concepts को introduce कर रहा है, जैसे कि औरतें गालियाँ दे रही हैं, जैसे कि illicit relationships and what not, right? Don't people come to you sometimes and air these opinions? या ये आपके पीछे ही बोलते हैं?
मेरे पीछे ही बोलते हैं, बट देन मैं
And what do you think?
उसकी सोच को मैं इस तरह सोचती हूँ कि हमारे ड्रामों में भी तो यही है. हमारे ड्रामों में
इतने
चमाट
openly
मारने,
नहीं होते, इतने
मगर
openly नहीं होते.
पिटाई पिट रही है औरत.
हाँ.
2 टके की कहला रही है औरत, राइट. इलिसिट
Relationships हो रही हैं,
हैं,
yes.
जेठ से देवर से अफेयर्स चल रहे हैं, नेबर
Incestuous relationships.
incestuous relationships.
Yes.
So I don't know which one is why is there a difference? कि आप
Because this
करें
is
तो
more
ठीक है.
out in the open, Sarwat. It's more in your face,
Yeah.
right?
Which
it's
one is?
Churails, for
Churails
instance.
is in the
Yes.
face.
Yeah.
So but that's the thing, Maliha. अगर आपको लगता है कि चमाट मारना ठीक है और गाली देना औरत को ठीक है और वो इन द फेस नहीं है आपका, तो आपके तो वैसे ही स्टैंडर्ड्स बड़े Z ग्रेड हैं. So I'm not interested in you know
In that opinion.
Yeah. or convincing you that my project is better than what you're seeing and what you like. You know, that's not my audience. So
Is there a Churails too also?
we're hoping.
I heard rumors, but
We're hoping. I got in touch with Asim the other day. I think he's busy writing something, so we're hoping that it's Jurel's.
You don't know what he's busy writing.
We
You're
don't
just
know
hoping.
because he doesn't want to tell right now. He's also
Okay.
busy with like the editing of what he was shooting abhi recently. So he's backed with 2-3 projects. So I don't want to harass him, but at some point I did ask him, and he said yes.
Do you have another series coming up with Z5?
We have Farar coming up, which is a Mehreen Jabbar production.
Oh.
And directed by Mehreen, and it's her remake of Farar, the telefilm she had done with Marina and Sania and Huma Nawab.
When is this remake coming? You don't know.
I would say in another month or so.
Okay.
We're pretty much
Okay.
done. The poster shot.
I hope we
was
get to
done.
see these productions
हमें
somehow.
viewing करा देंगे बहुत बड़ी.
हाँ, चुपके से हमें बुला के दिखा दीजिएगा. But एक और बात ये कि when you started working with Z5, were you ever worried about the India-Pakistan dynamic? कि लोग कहेंगे कि आप एक Indian, हालांकि it benefits Pakistanis for their work to be
Yes.
showcased on an international
level,
platform,
बिल्कुल.
right? हमारे पास कौन सी कोई running OTT है कि हम उसके ऊपर उसके लिए aim करें. So did you ever worry about the India-Pakistan dynamic कि बाद में backlash ना आए, कोई मसला ना हो, आप बैन ना हो जाए, इंडियन गवर्नमेंट को ही बुरा ना लग जाए?
Maliha, I'm so thick-skinned that I do not think about those things because I feel मैं यहाँ रोड पे चलती हुई जा रही हूँ, 10 लोग मुझे वैसे ही देखेंगे. मैं बुरखे में चलती जा रही हूँ, शायद 20 लोग मुझे देखेंगे. तो लोग तो देखेंगे भी और बोलेंगे भी और उनकी ख्वाहिशात भी जाहिर होंगी. You know what they
So
say.
might
na,
as well
everyone
do
has
what
an
you
opinion.
want. हाँ.
So might as well do something where your heart is. And now I'm in that time and age where I need to satisfy myself more than the next person standing, you know, and saying, "Hey Sarwat, are you satisfying me now?" I'm like, no, let me satisfy myself first. So for me to be banned in another country is okay. That's not my country. My country's here. If I was doing something wrong and saying something wrong for Pakistan, which I would never,
No.
that's when I need to be worried.
Yeah.
But people having opinions about why I did this, it's okay, it's their opinion.
You just mentioned that Joyland will be releasing here, which is really exciting.
Yes.
Because Joyland is also a movie that is touching upon a topic that's sensitive. It's a topic जो, by the way, दुनिया आजकल बात कर रही है about trans people and how they're trying to find an identity, and even within Pakistan we are seeing.
But that's only part of the film. The majority of the film talks about the pressures women have in our society.
Yes, I was reading a review. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it yet.
So the film is about the kind of pressures that women go through in our society, in a household, in a house, from the what is that, गवाल मंडी की एक छोटे से मकान की कहानी है वो. और उसमें ट्रांस एक कैरेक्टर है.
हाँ.
मगर फिल्म पूरी ट्रांस के बारे में नहीं है. But like we are touching upon every sort of a woman, then trans is also a woman. So here we are telling a story about different sorts of women. So Joyland is a story about all those things that
Your
we
character is
face.
one who is being pressurized to give birth to
A son,
a son. हाँ.
which I think every house, you don't have to come from Gawal Mandi to do
Yeah.
that. That's like even in Defence and Clifton, you know. So I feel that Joyland is a story about us, you and me, and people like us, because we live in a certain society and in a certain mindset.
We battle a certain mindset.
Yes.
Will it have to be edited a bit in order to be shown in Pakistan, or do you think it's fine as it is?
I mean, I love it how it is, but I think I think Tidbits, just like very few shots. I wouldn't say scenes because there were no scenes like that, but there are shots.
Listen, have a private screening for that also. If it, hopefully it'll come to cinemas.
Saib,
If it
Malia
doesn't,
कुछ कह रही है. Sarmat, Malia कुछ कह रही है.
since Sarwat, you for the love of art and
Yes.
for the love of fulfilling your soul, your spirit,
Yeah.
you are doing shows, series that get banned or are not seen in Pakistan. Please have a private screening for all of them so that those of us who want to see them are able to see them.
Absolutely.
ठीक है बस.
Done.
I'm going to hold you. I'm going to hold
Hopefully,
you to that.
my team will be on the same page as I am.
Now all these characters that you're playing recently, they have meaning to them. They're very nuanced, and they are serious characters. They're not light-hearted, flippant roles. Doesn't that weigh heavily on you as an actor? क्या थोड़ा घर जाके भी वो tension feel होती है या वो sadness रहती है?
हाँ बिल्कुल मलिया. I mean कातिल हसीना, she's a romantic failure, and I came back. I remember it took me 2 days to come back to my senses, and Fahad would be like, "What's wrong?" And I said, "Nothing. It's Mehak." And I need to get out of, because you see, for 7-8 days you have to stay in that zone. Obviously it'll take time to wear off that zone, and it doesn't like Sania told me once, and that has helped me a lot, that breathing exercise kiya karo. So once you're sad, you're in a depressive mode, you come back home and you breathe fast. When you breathe fast, your prana comes back up, and that helps. But yes, it does take a toll on you. A lot of times, but now sometimes Fahad and I have a tiff. He's like, तुम ये सारे roles जो कर रही हो ना, उसका effect हो रहा है तुम पे. कातिल हसीना and चुड़ैल and all of these. So I feel that it does a certain amount of that character.
You carry
is
that
left
baggage
in
with you, na?
And also a certain amount of you is the character. So it's a bit of both.
Doesn't it drive you a little nuts? Doesn't it make you a darker individual? Because you, even if your life, your own personal life may be moving smoothly, but you are delving into these dark pits inside your head.
I feel it makes me a more completer person with wisdom that I can just take like this, and I don't have to go through that experience. So I'm taking moments of other people's lives and understanding how one will feel when it actually happens to you without even having to go through it. So when it really...
Why would you want to go through it?
I think the actor in every person wants to put their shoes in, put their feet in everybody else's shoes, and that makes you an artist.
Sarwat, do you think that you stepped away from conventional TV roles at the right time before you got stuck in stereotypes? क्योंकि बहुत सी actresses who started off around the same time as you have gotten stuck into certain stereotypes. कोई हमेशा ही अच्छी लड़की बन रही है, कोई बुरी बन रही है, कोई अच्छी भाभी बन रही है, कोई बुरी बन रही है. एजिज्म भी बहुत है हमारे टीवी में. Do you think you stepped away at just the right time?
बिल्कुल मलिया. 30 के बाद पाकिस्तान की
भाभी रोल क्या ऑफर हुआ था?
मार्स पे चली जाती हैं. हाँ. तो जब
उनकी भाभी बन जाती हैं वो, भाभी और बहन और
उनकी कहानियाँ नहीं है ना. अब कहानी का एज ब्रैकेट कॉलेज से निकल ही नहीं रहा. मुझे 20 साल हो गए हैं, उससे पहले 20-50 साल गुजर गए. कहानी हर लड़की की 26 या 60 एपिसोड्स का प्रेमिस इज कि उसकी इज शी गुड इनफ टू गेट मैरिड. दैट्स ऑल आवर स्टोरीज आर अबाउट. So I don't want to tell that story. I don't want to be part of that story. And I don't think that I would ever be part of a story that has an orthodox mentality attached to it. Because I'm not orthodox. And I'm a progressive woman. So I would rather not do anything but be part of progressive stories. And stories that teach something to our youth. Stories that give better examples of doing something with your life.
That give you other options कि ज़िंदगी ये भी हो सकती है. है ना?
So हाँ बिल्कुल. I think 35 पे शायद मैंने छोड़ दिया काम.
A lot of actresses wear designer wear just thinking कि ये designer wear है, ये पहन लिया. उसमें कोई उनकी personality नहीं reflect करती. I feel at Cannes even whatever you wore it was for you. It reflected who you were. तो are you discerning कि नहीं ये मैं यहाँ जा रही हूँ, मैं ऐसे कपड़े borrow करूँ या ऐसे कपड़े खरीदूँ, जो भी है? Do you think about it?
Yeah. Amalia, my taste is less is more.
Listen, the Umar Saeed outfit. So beautiful.
The yellow one.
Yes.
That was very nice.
And all the Rizwan Begs you wear.
All the Rizwan Begs that I wear. I love wearing Rizwan Beg because that's very much like my style.
It's classic,
timeless and classic.
Do you sometimes not like the stuff you wear on the catwalk when you take money as a celebrity showstopper?
But I tone that down also. So the designers like
Okay.
और उनकी जो टीम होती है वो कहते हैं झूमर भी है और इसमें चोकर भी है और झुमके भी है, नाम लाइक नहीं इसमें मेरे स्टड्स हैं और मैं चोकर पहन लूंगी।
अच्छा, सो यू ट्राई टू
Bring it to
डैमेज
mind.
कंट्रोल करने की कोशिश करती हैं। कपड़े तो आप चेंज नहीं कर सकती, लेकिन झूमर वगैरह तो-
like something that I'm comfortable in.
Yeah.
And I think I'm in that place now that they understand that if Sarwat is comfortable, if the muse is comfortable, then they will be able to perform.
अच्छा, so they listen
They do.
even
They're
if you're
kind
going
enough.
on to the catwalk as a showstopper.
Yes. I tell them I don't want to wear, like dupatta piche, bhari,
और bun
and all of that, makeup बहुत ज़्यादा. I do
and
my own
dance on the
makeup.
catwalk.
I don't do that. The maximum I can do is an adab, which comes very naturally to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I
हाँ,
can't
नवाबी
do it.
बैकग्राउंड जो है आपका।
तो वो तो
Okay.
अच्छा माना जाता है कि आप चले आप खानदानी चीज़ें कर रही हैं कैटवॉक पे भी जाके।
Okay, all right.
You
Do
know.
you enjoy the celebrity show stopping, or is it just a great revenue stream for actors to have right now?
I feel that half of the times I'm doing it because I'm really honored that they thought that I'm that good enough for them.
No, it must pay well also.
Yeah, it does pay well, but at the same time, I don't want to do a lot of that because I'm not that. I'm not the model. Models have their own, we cannot take away everything. रेडियो जॉकी का भी काम हम ले लें, मॉडल्स का भी हम ले लें।
आपका मेन काम तो एक्टिंग ही है। ये this is something that maybe somebody would request you कि please come on
like
board.
a celebrity moment that they'd
Yeah.
like to sort of affiliate their brand with. It's a huge honor. It has money, yes, but I again very selectively do it because I feel that I don't want to be the actor walking for every designer. The recent one that I did, I was so impressed by that guy. He's a self-made person. I get really impressed by people who are hardworking, passionate, who get back up on their own, on their feet. And that guy did, and I think I agreed to walk for him because I was so impressed by his story. He started with a little one room. Today he has a factory of everything. And I'm not his clientele, or you're not.
But there's a mass clientele.
But the
that
mass
goes to-
clientele, he's raising their bar at least. So he's doing a fantastic job. He's cool.
Say out of the blue, you posted this. I believe it was an Insta story with Khan's written
Yeah,
on it, and
yeah.
suddenly we knew that Joyland, this movie that had been under the radar before that, was going to Khan's.
Karma. It's all about karma. What you give out, it'll come back to you.
Did it take you by surprise though? Also, the fact that Joyland had been selected for Khan's.
Yeah, I was in Urdu Bazaar buying stationery for my art school.
Oh,
And
you didn't have any idea कि ये होने वाला?
No,
अच्छा.
not at all, because we were just 4 months down after shooting the film. It had been 4 months, and Sana Jafri, who's our producer, one of the producers and casting director, she says that Asaim ki birthday, so we're all going to wish him on his birthday via FaceTime. And he said, I have a surprise for all of you, and we're going to Cannes, and the film has been selected. And I'm like, what?
What a surprise!
So it should be the other way around, where we surprise you with something nice.
Huh.
But yeah, it was just really like, it was a very different kind of a feeling. And one would never ever imagine that Oscar Chale Sharmeen has paved way for us.
हाँ.
तो Oscar हमने सुना हुआ है.
हाँ.
Cannes तो हमने सुना हुआ.
And then to go there and get
It's-
standing ovations, and to get awarded, to get recognized in such a grand way,
Yeah.
you know.
It was a dream. I think it wasn't even a dream. ऐसे ही हमने ख्वाब ही नहीं देखे.
हाँ.
Because वो approachable ही नहीं लगते थे.
वो you're saying ना कि ऑस्कर्स का फिर भी कभी सोचा
हाँ.
होगा, but कांस का सोचा ही नहीं था.
Cannes का सोचा ही नहीं था.
हाँ.
And what an experience, and what a feeling. I felt like because we were representing Pakistan, and we did it all so wholeheartedly, and we took our tradition, we took our heritage with us, and we represented
You
in
all
that.
wore Pakistani clothes.
We all wore Pakistani clothes and Pakistani designers.
हाँ.
So we stood out even in the Angrez and the French and in all the Italians we stood out and they appreciated us more.
Do you think it was unfair कि जी rather than celebrate the fact कि हमारी एक मूवी एकदम से कान फिल्म फेस्टिवल पे है and everybody is praising it, लोगों ने कपड़ों की बुराई शुरू कर दी कि ये क्या पहनी हुई है और वो क्या. Do you think it was a bit unfair and that we should embrace our stars more openly?
देखिए वो तो एक जनरल माइंडसेट की बात है ना. हमारे पास वो माइंडसेट ही नहीं है. हमारे पास तो पाकिस्तानियों का माइंडसेट तो लेग पुलिंग है. हम पहले लेग पुलिंग करते हैं और बहुत कम तारीफ करते हैं, तो लोग अजीब हो जाते हैं क्योंकि मैं तारीफ बड़े खुल के करती हूँ. तो हमारा वो माइंडसेट चेंज होने में मलिया टाइम लगेगा.
So it was okay.
अक्रॉस द बॉर्डर कुछ भी होता है उनकी वाह पूरी नेशन करती है बिकॉज उनमें नेशनलिज्म है, राइट? एंड इट्स टेकन देम अ व्हाइल टू गेट देयर. हमारे वहाँ नेशनलिज्म नहीं है.
Did the cast and crew feel hurt? क्योंकि ये सोशल मीडिया पे बहुत आ रहा था. What were they wearing? What are they? How can they represent Pakistan without figuring out their wardrobe together? Because एक mismatched भी थी wardrobe.
हाँ.
तो I think अगर ये ऐसा सरप्राइज था तो आप लोगों को टाइम ही नहीं मिला होगा कि
बिल्कुल
आप
नहीं मिला.
सोचें कि क्या
Exactly, बिल्कुल नहीं मिला. और यहाँ पे डिजाइनर्स पूछते हैं कौन जा रहा है. उनको थोड़ी पता है अलीना कौन है. उनको नहीं पता रास्ती और अली कौन है.
It was the Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah, but you see हमारे डिजाइनर्स बहुत कूल हैं. उनको बड़े नाम चाहिए. तो जब तक बड़ा नाम नहीं है, they will not trust their brand with that, which is the unfortunate bit. I mean, I remember that somebody said that, you know, why doesn't one designer make for all of us? Because that would be brilliant, because it would all be like from the same concept line. But that one designer did not think that was a big deal to represent at Cannes, so he said कि मैं दो का बना दूंगा. तो ऐसे हुआ है हमारे साथ. तो सानिया वोर उमर सईद बिकॉज वो उनके दोस्त हैं. यू नो, आई वोर इलान बिकॉज आई हैव द कॉन्टैक्ट्स. somebody else wore दीपक, somebody else wore. तो वो एक टीम नहीं बन के जा सकी. बट यू नो व्हाट मलिया, जिसमें बुराई नहीं हो, दकियानूसी चीज़ें नहीं हो, उसमें मज़ा भी नहीं आता. तो अगर लोगों को बहुत अच्छा भी लगता, तारीफ़ें भी होती, तो बड़ा एक नॉन ड्रामेटिक चीज़ हो जाती.
अच्छा,
तो
so you look at it like that.
So it's okay, take it how it comes. You know, कोई दिल पे लेने वाली बात नहीं है कि XYZ ने बोला, और वो XYZ हमारे दोस्त भी हैं
कि ये क्या पहन के चले गए. बहुत कहा लोगों ने. हाँ,
ये क्यों पहना, ये तो ऐसा लग रहा है माइयों का मेहंदी का डिनर का जोड़ा है, ये तो कांस का जोड़ा नहीं है. But that's okay, that's their opinion. Once they reach there, they can wear whatever.
Because Joyland addresses a topic which we do not generally address in Pakistan, because it tries to push boundaries. तो वो कहते हैं कि वेस्ट की तो ये आदत है कि जो भी ऐसी मूवी होगी जो it's an unfair criticism, लेकिन ये आप टॉप 5 कमेंट्स में ट्विटर पे ये ज़रूर आया हुआ होगा जब जॉयलैंड की अनाउंस हुआ, स्टैंडिंग ओवेशन अनाउंस हुई, एंड देन लेटर द अवार्ड. सो यू नो दे डिड जस्ट दैट. How do you react to that criticism?
I feel it's a very double standard.
I think you've been asked this question a lot of times. Now you're replying like that.
No, I'm not. Not. But when you were saying when you were saying this question,
the words were formed.
That it's a very double standard that we are used to. You know, चुड़ैल्स नहीं देखेंगे because उसमें लड़कियां गालियां दे रही हैं, but यहाँ पे थप्पड़ मार लेंगे. हम ट्रांस वुमेन की बात इंटरनेशनल प्लेटफॉर्म पे नहीं करेंगे, बट यहाँ पे जितने भी शोज आ रहे हैं उसमें ट्रांस वुमेन को इतना डाउन ट्रॉटन बना के उनका कॉमेडी शो बना देंगे. व्हाई? सो आप जो कर रहे हैं वो ठीक है, और हम अगर उसको एलिवेट करके कुछ नया दिखा रहे
रिकग्निशन लेके आए,
कुछ डिफरेंट कर रहे हैं, अपनी तरीके से कर रहे हैं, कुछ आर्टिस्टिक दिखा रहे हैं, तो वो गलत है क्योंकि वो हम कर रहे हैं. All these shows, even the ones that I just went to, a part of me was because I am, you know, like trans women are like transformers for me. You know, they go through a lot. They need more respect. They need to be more recognized, more accepted, more elevated in our society because they go through a lot. So, for me to feel दैट हमने अगर एक स्टोरी बताई तो हाय ये तो बड़ा बुरा हुआ और ये तो पाकिस्तान को मिसरिप्रेजेंट किया गया, बट अब आते जाते रोड पे जो उनको गालियाँ दे रहे हैं या बातें कर रहे हैं या उनको पैसे दे रहे हैं या उनका मजाक उड़ा रहे हैं, तो वो ठीक है. But why? They're not aliens.
अच्छा,
they're
मैंने मूवी
around
देखी
us.
भी नहीं है, ये भी याद रखें कि अभी
ये
जो
उड़ी जो बातें हैं
हाँ.
ये वो आ रही हैं. So which is fine, you know, because critique as an artist, we were told, we've been taught to take criticism in a very positive manner because you'll always learn something out of it. But then the double standards also need to be recognized because it's not like you don't have trans women around you. It's not like you don't make fun of them. It's not like you're educating them. It's not like you're accepting them. So if you're not accepting them, not educating them, not elevating them, so if we are doing it, why should you have an opinion? And if you do have an opinion, it really doesn't count. Because you're not doing anything for them. Here we are taking them on an international level and telling a real life story. You don't get to have an opinion.
सही बात.
It doesn't count. You know what I mean, Malia?
Yes, I understand what you're saying. It will take some time for the rest of the social media to understand because they don't want to understand. Acha Sarwat, following the Cannes Film Festival and then of course the Z5 collaborations, do you have an agent abroad? Are you looking for work internationally also?
No.
No?
No. I have a friend
Have you
who works
considered-
in London.
Acha.
Who's in a media sort of an agency, but I don't have a team. I don't
Shouldn't
have
you try
people.
Going that way also?
I don't know. I feel intelligent वही होगा कि मैं
Are your
करूँ.
kids old enough now for you to go for long stints of shooting?
You see, that's another thing. Even for Joyland, when I was doing Joyland, I had to stay in Lahore for 29 days, and that was, you know, to stay away from home, from their homework. They're missing out a class or so, because I'm a very hands-on mother. So I feel no, the time is not now.
I think Art House also led to you.
Art House is
was
another
the
baby.
reason why
Yeah.
you're hands-on mother, so you realize कि बच्चों को ज़रूरत होती है.
Creative play.
हाँ.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a newborn baby. That's why he's 5 months old. Art House is 5 months old.
It's a great idea, but it requires a lot of patience also because I believe you're working with very young kids, aren't you?
I am. I'm working
5-year-olds.
with. So it starts from 3 and we go up to 10 years old. We also have a Karze Hasna program,
अच्छा.
which is for differently abled, autistic, hearing impaired kids and kids coming from less
Are you
privileged
working with them
backgrounds.
directly or do you have assistants, teachers helping
I
you
have
out?
teachers. I have a staff of 17 people.
Okay.
But then I interact with them, I sit down with them, we do an arts and crafts together. This is a cause very close to my heart. So I can't leave it just like that कि यार मुझे कोई film offer हुई थी अभी Canada में some friend was saying that they liked your work at Cannes and they'd love to come, they'd love to have you have an agent in Canada. Do you have an agent in Canada? I said no, I don't. They said would you like to, we can hook you up. I said यार time नहीं है. They're like time नहीं है मतलब लोग तुम्हारा काम देख के तुम्हें कह रहे हैं कि तुम आके उनकी फिल्म करो, तुम कह रही हो टाइम नहीं है.
हाँ.
But I think टाइम नहीं है because मैं थोड़ा बड़ा हो जाए ना मेरा आर्ट हाउस, इन द सेंस वो अपने पैरों पे खड़ा हो जाए, तो जिसको मुझे अभी लेना है वो 5 साल वेट करके ले ले यार. मैं तो ऐसे ही हूँ, मैं तो कब से ऐसी दिखती हूँ. फिर मेरा प्लास्टिक सर्जन भी है, मैं कहीं नहीं जाती, मैं यही देखूंगी. तो जो कैरेक्टर अभी है वो 5 साल बाद बना लेना.
Okay.
अगर इतनी ज़रूरत है सरवत गिलानी की तो
they'll wait. They'll wait.
yeah, why not?
What's meant for you will come to you when it's meant to come to you.
Absolutely.
Another major part of your life are the many causes that you support. And what is your role as an ambassador? And you've been an ambassador of Special Olympics for some time now.
7 years.
7 years. What's your role there? To create awareness about the cause?
Yeah, I mean, I get a million or so ears and eyes every now and then. It's on
Acha.
my social media, my other sort of. So yes, bring awareness to the cause. So SOP was happening for 30 years in Pakistan. And not a lot of people know about it. A certain class of people know about it because of the SOP ball and their own interest and their own sort of affiliation with the projects, with the cause. But I felt like when I got on board, I felt like यार हमारे मॉर्निंग शोज़ पे ये बच्चे जाने चाहिए. ये बच्चे 65 मेडल्स लेकर आ रहे हैं, इनको हम एक्नॉलेजमेंट क्यों नहीं दे रहे एक्नॉलेजमेंट के अलावा लोगों को पता ही नहीं है कि ये एग्जिस्ट करते हैं कैसे. सो आई स्टार्टेड टेकिंग देम, आई स्टार्टेड कॉलिंग ऑल दीज चैनल्स एंड आईड बी लाइक, आप चाह रहे थे कि मैं आऊँ, मैं आ नहीं सक रही थी या पा रही थी, मगर अब मैं आ सकती हूँ और अब मैं फ्री में आना चाहती हूँ. दे लाइक व्हाट, कैसे? आई एम लाइक मैं, मगर वो शो जो है वो मेरे स्पेशल नीड्स के बच्चों के बारे में होगा, वो मॉर्निंग शो. तो क्या ये पॉसिबल है? एंड दे वुड गेट कॉन्टेंट एंड दे वुड गेट फ्री सेलिब्रिटी endorsement, so who would say no to that, right?
Yeah.
So I started taking the kids before the games, so every time their name would be announced on the morning show and they would go back home, they would feel like, oh my god, we're a hero. पहली दफ़ा stars हैं, पहली दफ़ा recognize हो रहे हैं. और जब वो मेडल्स जीत के, तो उनके ऊपर वो थोड़ा प्रेशर भी होता था कि यार अब वापस जाके शो पे आना है और दिखाएंगे कि कौन सा मेडल जीता. यू नो, पाकिस्तान में जाके बताएंगे, फैमिलीज़ को दिखाना होगा कि क्या जीता. तो दैट वाज आल्सो वेरी नाइस. सो आफ्टर दे कम बैक फ्रॉम गेम्स आई वुड टेक देम अगेन. तो बहुत उनको मज़ा आता था. फिर माँ बाप इतने खुश होते थे.
अच्छा, लेकिन
सो आई फेल्ट दैट फिर एट एवरी ओकेजन, you know, whenever they're having a dinner or a practice or a, you know, a festival, a mela or something, I'm always there and I'm like the kid. You know, they have to literally pull me out and be like, "ये बच्चों का है Sarwat, get out of there." Yeah.
Do you think that and people know you, they've known you for years. Do you think उसकी वजह से डोनेशन ज़्यादा आसानी से आ जाती हैं क्योंकि लोग सेलिब्रिटी से कनेक्ट करते हैं, एक अपनायत होती है, टीवी पे इतने सालों से देख रहे होते हैं. तो डू यू थिंक उससे डोनेशंस में फ़र्क पड़ता है फॉर एनी ऑफ द कॉजेज, स्पेशल ओलंपिक्स और किरण फाउंडेशन और इंडस हॉस्पिटल, ऑल द मेनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस?
एब्सोल्युटली. आई मीन आई जस्ट फील दैट ये एक बहुत बड़ी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है जो हमारी है कि हम अपने स्टारडम को अच्छी कॉजेज़ में इस्तेमाल करें. ये दुनिया भर में स्टार्स करते हैं. Why can't we do it here? And we are doing it here. People like Shahzad Roy, you know, Zindagi Trust. People like Wasim and Shanira. People like Abrar. People like वो कौन है लाहौर के जो हमारे सिंगर है, जवाद अहमद. All these people and so many more जिनके शायद नाम नहीं ले रही हूँ. वो सब इन causes का हिस्सा है. और I think एक तो सोलफुल भी बहुत है, इट्स वेरी रिवॉर्डिंग, बरकत भी बहुत होती है. आई मीन आई नो कि भाई जब इंडस हॉस्पिटल की हमारी मैराथन्स होती हैं, वो सुबह 4 बजे हमें ARY स्टूडियो जाना होता है, एक चैनल के स्टूडियो जाना होता है, क्योंकि वो कनाडा या अमेरिका या जो भी जिधर हम मांग रहे होते हैं डोनेशंस, वो उनके टाइमिंग के लिए है. तो आई फील कि मेरी तो उस दिन का जो बरकत है वो टाइम में इतनी ज़्यादा हो जाती है कि लोग कहते हैं तुम कैसे कर लेती हो, स्कूल भी तुम बच्चों को लेने पहुंची हुई होती हो, आर्ट हाउस भी कर रही हो, चैरिटी भी कर रही हो, सोशली भी एक्टिव हो, कैसे? एंड दैट्स ओनली बिकॉज मलिहा, बिकॉज मेरा टाइम मैं अच्छे कॉजेज़ को देती हूँ ना, तो मुझे 10 फोल्ड्स में वो टाइम मिलता है. एंड आई वुड से दैट टू एवरीवन, सेलिब्रिटी और नो सेलिब्रिटी, आप टाइम दे के तो देखें. आप टाइम देंगे, आप देखेंगे आपके दस्तरखान पे, आपके प्यार में, आपकी ज़िंदगी में, आपकी खुशियों में, आपकी सेहत में बरकत के अलावा और कुछ नहीं है.
So this is your other passion.
This is my, yeah, this is a whole, that's the real me. And I feel that I get so much pleasure by just giving.
I hope I see you on TV soon though. I think we need you to bring a powerful character to TV
During
again.
the matches you were seeing me after every 30 seconds, no?
हाँ, वो तो अलग था ना, वो अलग था. वो उस वक्त हम चाह रहे थे हम मैच देखें, to be honest.
Because my friends kept on messaging me, get off the TV.
Exactly.
And I'm like, what? Where? What?
So I hope I do see you in a TV drama soon, because I know that you have your niche audience which is watching you come what may, despite the ban, they're streaming what you're doing. But I do think we need you and your liking for powerful roles to come to TV, which is still our mass media.
I get that a lot. People say we miss
और I
seeing
think
you on
वो
television.
रोल आपके पास आ जाएगा. I mean,
यहाँ से नहीं आएगा तो पूरा घूम के आ जाएगा,
एक दिन आ जाएगा. And it's not like you're going to look any older. Like you said, your husband's a cosmetic surgeon, so how cool, you get to save money on that.
But you know, like Fahad is also saying the other day that यार तुम तो बिल्कुल ही like reverse में चल रही हो, because मुझे था कि तुम्हारी रूटीन ज़्यादा अच्छी नहीं है, तुम पानी ज़्यादा नहीं पीती. I'm not a very let me take care of myself also in all this process. मुझे time मिलेगा तो मैं खाना खा लूँगी, नहीं मिलेगा तो मैं 8 घंटे खाना
No wonder you haven't gained weight, Sarwat. Lucky you.
Yeah, so he was saying that तुम्हारी skin में ठीक है, मतलब मुझे लग रहा था कि तुम थोड़ी आएगा टाइम कि तुम मेरे पास और ज़रा रफ्तार में आओगी, तो एक्चुअली जीन्स भी बहुत अच्छी है. So मैं बिल्कुल नहीं
Okay,
age
that's
करने
that's
वाली.
great advice because he's speaking from an expert's point of view.
Yeah.
है
Yeah.
ना? That's
So, lots
that's
of
a great
water.
compliment. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've started drinking lots of water
Chale, good.
and
You
sunscreen.
get to save money on cosmetic procedures
Yes.
just by drinking lots of water.
I mean, other people can. मेरे लिए तो वो फहाद सुनो मैं आ रही हूँ, एक slot खाली है. But yeah, I mean, as much as I'd like to just make a joke of it, but I'm really scared of needles.
अच्छा.
बहुत ज़्यादा.
Oh.
I fell on my face when
Then
I was in
it's-
college.
Uh-huh.
It broke my nose.
So you've had your nose fixed,
I've had my
right?
nose done
Huh.
long time ago.
Before marriage.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because you broke your nose, so you had to.
I
So
mean,
it
I was
wasn't
rushed to
because
the
of-
hospital
Oh.
because it was all. A lot of people say बड़ा अच्छा बहाना है तो चलें हम आपकी entertainment में इजाफा करें. But हाँ, even now like I had this line which I don't feel like, you know, because इतना रोई हूँ
Frowning and crying on TV.
crying on TV और तो वो मैं ज़रूर जाके हटवाती हूँ every
Sure.
now and then. But
Great.
फिर भी मैं फात से कहती हूँ you're lucky कि I'm not into all of this.
No, but that's very important for an actor. You can't have your face freeze.
You can't.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw Julia Roberts and I saw what's that beautiful woman. मुझे दूर से उनकी झुर्रियाँ नज़र आ रही थी, लेकिन वो इतनी हसीन थी. हुस्न पे हर चीज़ मिला
There is
के
a
भी
beauty
होता
to
है.
aging gracefully.
Absolutely.
है ना? चलो,
Yeah.
on that very positive note, thank you for meeting me, Sarwat.
Thank you, Malia.
This was great fun.
For having me. I've been much wanted to come on this couch.
I've been coordinating with you for ages, so I'm so glad this has happened.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Absolute pleasure.